Lightning come to you again. You see the title of the video. We talking about Be the Beginning. Let's get into it. Now, we talking about a Netflix original series here. Netflix been coming with some hard-hitting anime over the years. I mean, right now they got this samurai show going on that I haven't really got into it, but it's about a black samurai. You know, we don't really have much black representation in anime, so yeah, let's go for it. Let's see it. You know, and currently I'm actually making a manga with a lot of black characters in it, so when it drops, you know, check that bitch out. But yeah, anyway, we talking about Be the Beginning now. You know, coming into this show, I remembered nothing. Like, I remember I watched season 1 mad long ago, but when I just looked on wiki, it's only been 2018. But you know, anime nowadays, you know, they come out with seasonal shit, literally hundreds of shows a season. So yeah, 2018, yeah, that's pretty far away. That's pretty long ago in anime terms, I guess. But yeah, I heard this show was coming. I remembered it was dope. Only reason I remember the show was dope because I remember the one specific fighting scene where the rain's coming down and the boys are moving so quick that they just doing all types of weird shit in the rain. Like, the rain's all slow motion, and it looked beautiful at the time. I was like, yo, this is probably one of the best choreographed fight scenes I watched at the time. The only thing with this show though, I didn't like it. It just seemed all over the place at times. Like, it was all over the place. And even, you know, rewatching it, I'm like, yeah, first season, I mean, yeah, it was all over the place again. But it did have a good ending. And that's what I remembered about the show. That's why I gave it the season 2 a second chance, because it had a good ending. And I remembered it had a good ending, and I had to rewatch the show because I don't remember how it wrapped up. And I gotta say, yo, I think I mentioned this before when I talked about this on my channel, but this is the perfect anime if you just got done with Psycho Pass, which if you haven't ever watched that shit, go watch it, because it's the same thing. So it's a detective show at heart, but then we got the, you know, it's the mad serial killer, and now we got some flying ancient fucking beast. I still don't know what the Black Wing King is. I still don't know what dude is, but yeah, like, I remember though it had a good ending. Like, the ending felt like it was a good wrap up. Like, I felt like the story didn't really have nothing to say. And to me, if you watch my Attack on Titan ending video, to me, what a good ending is that I don't have too many unsolved questions. Like, and most of all, I know how the character is going to go about the rest of their life. So at the end of season 1, I know how the character is going to go about the rest of their life. I guess they were going to go to school, and detective dude was going to still be in detective dude. And I was like, all right, it's wrapped up, boom. And I forgot about it. So when I heard season 2 was coming out, I had to go rewatch the whole shit before I watched season 2, because I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch this shit again, because I remember it had a good ending and I wanted to see where they took it. And they didn't take it nowhere. They didn't take it nowhere good, man. Like, listen, one thing about this show I didn't like that made me forget about it, it was all over the place. Like, there was so many things going on at the same time. I was like, okay, this is happening there, this is happening there, which is ironic because, you know, even in my comic book that I'm making now, I feel like a lot of times it's all over the place. So I can relate, but yeah, it just felt like, so like there's like multiple plot things going on at the same time. It's not fluid, you know. It's just not fluid. But at the end of it, it felt like season 1, I mean, it felt like it wrapped it up. But then when season 2 came around now, it started unraveling these knots. Like, first off, big knot that unraveled episode 1 was the kids that sacrificed themselves for the Black Wing King. You know, we all perceived them to be dead, but out of nowhere, episode 1, oh, they're alive? Oh, okay, so I guess they still alive. And then they try to say, like, yeah, man, if you had waited a couple more hours, we would have got back up. Okay, so what, y'all got back up, then did what? Join the King's army? Why didn't y'all just go find your Black Wing King after y'all got back up? And they going against the king? After season 1, these kids were all for the king. Like, they live for the king, but now they're going against him when they grow up. I don't know. So I don't know, I just felt like so much shit was unraveled. They even brought back a character we perceived to be dead, just back alive. The chick that he killed in season 1 in that epic rain fighting scene. He actually killed that chick, and the chick gave him her leg, which actually came back at the end at the final episode where he used that leg to kill dude. But yeah, it was just I thought everything wrapped up, but then season 2 they just came back, unraveled a bunch of knots, and it just felt all over the place, and it didn't feel like a real continuation from season 1. So basically, at the end of season 1, the chick knows who the Black Wing King is, knows who Killer B is, but she doesn't go find him. Like, she knows Killer B's the one that just a kidnapped dude, but she doesn't go confront him even though she knows who it is. Like, so I don't know, I just felt like it was a lot of plot holes getting untangled, and then to top it all off, they didn't do a full season, they did half a season. And I don't even know when that next half is coming. So it's like I don't know, they unraveled so much shit and they didn't put it back together. So this show is, to me, is a perfect example of how to ruin a good show. Like they ruined that shit. Like, yeah, they could come back on some cool shit. Because like I said, in the beginning of season 1, it was all over the place. But it felt like it had some mystery to it. Like, we were trying to figure out who this serial killer is. Like, who this group of people were that was going around killing people. Season 2 is kind of like, all right, what's the king and this bozo up to that looked up to the Black Wing King, but now he's betraying them? Like, so what are they up to? So it just doesn't have the same mystery to it. It's just kind of like weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know, season 1 villain, like the big bad, it was so good. Like literally, it's the exact mirror to the Psycho-Pass bad guy. Like, there's so many comparisons. Like, if you love Psycho-Pass, you would love season 1 of Killer Be the Beginning. But season 2, yeah, I did not feel that shit, man. Like, I feel like they should have just kept that shit in the talk again. But, you know, like, I don't remember the shit. At the same time, I didn't remember anything from that show. All I remembered was that cool little fight scene that looked fucking beautiful. But other than that, I didn't remember anything. But I'm glad I didn't, because when I rewatched it, I was like, oh yeah, this show is dope. So yeah, would I recommend you watch it? Fuck yeah. If you love a good detective mystery and trying to figure out who the bad guy is, yeah, this show is awesome. Like, I really think season 1 was so cool, seeing how this world worked. But then season 2 kind of like, y'all know, it unraveled too many shit for me. Like, I feel like they should just kept the kids dead and come up with another like big bad villain. Like, it just, nah. But I guess they have to have more super powered people, because, like, you know, Killer Bee's super powered. But I don't know, I feel like they just made up some random villains for him, and it just didn't make sense. But yeah, man, if you want my review, like, I would give this shit, like, I mean, when it ended, I was giving it a strong 8, just because, you know, anything that ends on some shit where I know exactly what happened to the characters, 8, my nigga. Like, I know how the characters gonna live their lives, even if you didn't solve every fucking question, but you saw most of them. I'm like, all right, bro, it's a good show. Now that season 2 around, bro, we dropping points, bro. Y'all dropping to a 7, 6.5, bro. I don't know. I again, you know, season 2 only ended halfway. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know where they go take this shit. But yeah, right now, I recommend it. If you like Psycho-Pass, watch season 1, but season 2, bro, that shit dropping this shit. Anyways, man, I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on Killer Bee. This review is long overdue, so I just wanted to get this shit out there before I review the other shit. Cause Netflix's most badass anime just came out, fucking Castlevania, and I'm about to go dive in on that shit, make a review on that shit. So I just wanted to get this shit out the way. But yeah, man, to anybody listening to this shit this long, like yeah, I fuck with you. Hit the subscribe. Yeah, lightning out.